when you've got a guy who's been with you as long as he has and has seen as much as he has, and you've been saying how much you need him, just what does it feel like when Will accomplishes something that just hasn't been done here in a long, long time?
Well, I'm really happy for him. His 5-game stretch here, even his numbers aren't the greatest, but they're really good. But it's just been his leadership and getting the guys to play as a team. I think he's done as well leadership-wise as Eugene or any of the guys we've had here, and that's saying a lot because we've had some really good leaders. Going back to E.J. Singler and Dylan Brooks and guys, Joe Young, that just took the team and kept everybody together and just did a tremendous job. And this 5-game stretch by Will has been as good as anybody's ever done in my tenure here. And I'm just really happy for him. I'm happy that he put a game like that together.
What do you make of his way he sees the floor? I think his assists are a career high as well for him tonight. Just he's done it all for the last, like you said, 5 games, but just what's made him so good at seeing the floor?
Well, we've got the ball in his hands a lot, and we're putting a lot of pressure on him to make plays. And, teams are coming after him, pretty hard. You tell a few times when he drove, how quickly they collapsed and really tried to go after him. So he's getting some opportunities to make plays. But I just think, he's done a tremendous job making decisions and getting the right people the ball and, encouraging guys when they don't finish a play. That's part of that leadership that I think he's done a tremendous job with.
Dana, when you have a guy who's 10 and a half minutes away from a triple-double, just needs 1 rebound, as a coach, I know you can't game plan rebounds, but are you talking to guys and saying, hey?
I didn't even know it. I didn't know he was going. He hit the 3. I was going to take him out. He goes, "No, Coach, I want to finish the game." And I said, "All right, you're running the show anyway. Go ahead, But I didn't know that he needed 1 rebound to get it.
When did you find out?
When everybody started cheering, I figured, I'd kind of turn around, and so I didn't know till then.
He said he needed to get better at rebounds, and obviously he did today. But has that been a focal point for him? Is that like the one area?
Well, it's a focal point for everyone. We lost at UCLA, and there were a number of reasons, but the biggest reason, we got out-rebounded. We can't, play big or even play small and get out-rebound that bad. We out-rebounded them by 8. We held them to 33%. With 5 minutes to go in the game, I think we had 7 turnovers. 7 or 8 you do those 3 things, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. And so, regardless of how you shoot it. Now, we hit some 3s finally tonight. Quincy got us off to a great start, and the guys needed to see the ball go through the basket. At 28%, we needed something good there. But I don't know. I'm just happy that we out-rebounded somebody. I'm happy that defensively, for the most part, we were pretty locked in. We made some bad mistakes there when they had their run, with that last 5 minutes of the first half. We made some really bad defensive mistakes. Guys just weren't locked in. And so I was glad to see us, do a little bit better the second half.
When you play as much as Will does, he's going to get some of these numbers just kind of organically. But with the assists, particularly, Dana, the last 5 games, guys have to finish it, and you have been shooting better. So is it that Quincy moving back more to the 4 at times, statistically today, that helps? Is it, just general offense and Dante? Is it Brendan coming back? All of the above? What is it that the finishing?
All of the above. Brendan gives us another guy who can at least, handle the ball a little bit. Quincy seems to be a little more comfortable, at the 4 spot. So, I think it's a combination of things. Keeping Dante on the floor is important. We need to get him the ball, and so that's going to be important. So I think there are a number of factors, but he's got to continue to move the ball and continue to get a feel when they're collapsing on him to get it out of his hands a little quicker. But he's really playing well, and until we get Key back, until we get Jermaine back, he's going to have to continue to handle it.
When you don't have a Paul White to take the charges that everybody loves as much as the next guy, does Waldo having 2 of the harder fouls actually appeal to you? Is that something that, because they weren't dirty, they were just really hard closeout fouls. Does that actually?
Well, you've got to have some physicality with your defense. Eugene was the best we've had, but Paul would take him. Waldo's taken some charges. We've got to get some other guys thinking about that now. Block shot, and we blocked 11 shots tonight. So Khalil did a good job there with 4. I think Dante had 3. So if we can get those 2 guys blocking 7 shots a night, but I think some of our guards, probably other than Will, I just don't need him taking a chance picking up a foul. But the other guys, we need to get a little bit more aggressive trying to take some charges.
It's been the most minutes Luke Ward's played over like a 5-game stretch. What have you just seen from him? It feels like every game he maybe shows just a little bit more of improvement these last couple of weeks.
He's done some good things, and especially rebound the ball. He had 6 rebounds at UCLA. He had 7 tonight. It's got to be his main focus. The one he missed, cost us a 3-pointer, but he's got to focus in on what he can give us. And, he was hunting those 3s tonight and had some pretty good looks, but he's been shooting it well in practice, so had no problem with the shots. But getting 7 rebounds helps us, 4 on the offensive end, and it keeps us going.